Man, it's a motherfucking beautiful day here in Alabama, man. I don't know where y'all at, but here in home sweet home, Alabama is beautiful right now. You know what I mean? It don't get no better. Now, beautiful day. Man, I hope y'all all having a beautiful day, because I know I am. Shit, I deserve it. I've been beating my ass up in camp, and it's been a crazy camp so far. But everything's looking good. I can't wait for the fight. December the 1st, baby. LA! Here we go. Here we go. At the Staples Center, baby. If you can't be there, click that button. You don't want to miss it. From yeah, Bob Squad!
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Listen, what I'm about to say, a lot of y'all aren't going to like at the moment, but I really don't give a fuck what you guys like or don't. It doesn't matter to me. But I've been making some observations as of late, and I've been following some things that Deontay Wilder's been doing in preparation for his fight with Tyson Fury. Now, I still am under the impression, or I still feel like Deontay Wilder's fighting a guy that doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell in beating him in Tyson Fury. Regardless of how light on his feet he looks or how good his footwork and movement looks in training camp, I still don't believe that Tyson Fury is ready to challenge Deontay Wilder. And it's for a variety of reasons. I mean, he's had so many demons in the past, so many issues with drugs, so many issues with drugs, and well, he was doing like coke and shit. He was drinking heavily. He was on suicide watch. Like, this dude had a lot of issues. He had a lot of mental problems, mental fatigue after he beat Vladimir Klitschko and took all of his belts. It all got to him, man. He wasn't ready for that shit. And clearly he wasn't ready because he never got a chance to defend his belts. He was stripped. You know, the UKAD was running up on this man. They was looking into all this shit. They found drugs in the system. Like, he ain't fucking ready. All right? 2 tune-ups against two, like, literally the two guys you fought were worse than Deontay Wilder's best bums. If that even makes sense. But we're going to continue. We're not going to continue to break Tyson Fury down. I hope it's a good fight. I hope the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury goes the exact opposite of what I think it will go. I hope it's a good fight. I hope Fury puts up a fight, man. I just don't think it's going to happen. Now, let's talk some real shit right now. Because my main problem with Deontay Wilder was the fact that he felt he was entitled to something that he didn't really deserve. You know, he felt he deserved all this money to fight Anthony Joshua. He felt he was deserving of a fight with Anthony Joshua because he had one belt. He felt he was deserving of fighting Anthony Joshua because he had a long list of bums that he beat. And not only until recently has he stepped up his competition. This is all facts, man. Like, he has stepped up his competition. Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, okay? Those will be the last 2 names on his resume. So, on paper, he's stepped up in competition. But it's like, what have you done previously? Now, hey, I'm all for unification bouts, right? He is the WBC champion. AJ holds all the other belts, right? So it's inevitable for them to fight. And I have problems with the Hearn AJ side as well. I have problems with them, you know, signing on to these dates at Wembley Stadium, knowing damn well that the next fight for Anthony Joshua is probably going to be Dillian White in April. And then I hear that Kubrat Pulev became the mandatory after he beat Huey Fury for the IBF championship, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's this whole, like, situation with the money. Some shit I shouldn't have to worry about as a boxing fan. But I'm forced to talk about this shit because it's what's holding up the fight. Now, I don't know, nor do I give a fuck. Nor do I give a fuck who's wrong in the situation. Whether it's AJ's side, whether it's Wilder's side, you know. But in my opinion, there needs to be a split of 60-40. Now, this is the reason why. It's not a 50-50 fight, so we can stop that. But if this continues on, if these negotiations continue on and continue to fall flat, then it's going to get to a point where this is going to be a 50-50 fight in terms of the money. Now, we don't know what Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are going to do on pay-per-view, but Deontay Wilder does pretty good numbers when he fights on Showtime. He's been building his profile. He's been going on ESPN. He's been going on these talk shows. He's been making his rounds around the United States, you know? Motherfuckers ain't know who the fuck Deontay Wilder was at one point. But again, he's raising his star power here in the United States. Now, my UK followers, I know y'all can't grasp this, but like, I live over here. I see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I understand what's going on with this. He's raising his profile. And by beating Tyson Fury, regardless of what version of Tyson Fury this is, and a lot of people are going to dislike what the fuck I got to say, but he's going to be the Lanil heavyweight champion. Well, let's not call it that. He'll be the Lanil champion. He's the man who beat the man who beat the man, right? And you can't take that away from him, to be honest. You can't really take that shit away from him. So, if and when he beats Tyson Fury, and if that pay-per-view buy rate is looking good, if it's like 1.5 million, like if that shit sells, like that's 60-40 right there, man. Like that is going to prove that he's a draw. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure if he could do 1.5 million buys. I'm not sure. There's no pay-per-view attraction in boxing right now, especially since Canelo is fighting on DAZN, and he's not going to be fighting on pay-per-view anymore. So the void is there. Who's going to fill it? You know what I'm saying? So this fight, how it does, how it's received by fans, is going to dictate how things move forward with Joshua and Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like, the promotion for the Wilder Fury fight has been pretty fucking good. The promotion's been pretty good. So, man, they're going to have to make that fight, Joe. Like, the real talk is they're going to have to make that fight sooner rather than later. Now, AJ, like, I don't know what him and his camp got going on. He's fighting in April. You know, I know that Eddie Hearn has been sending offers to Wilder while he's in fucking camp with Fury. You know, I don't see them taking that shit seriously until after the Fury fight, which is, what, December 1st or some shit? So, I don't know. Y'all gonna be mad at this shit, but, like, this motherfucker's, like, really raising his profile right now. You know, he's raising his fucking profile. He's doing a lot of the shit that I said that he should have been doing in the first place. You know, and that's going on these fucking talk shows, getting his name out there. I seen this motherfucker everywhere now. So you can't deny that. You can't say that nobody know who he is now. Like, that's just real talk. AJ's still the bigger name. Clearly. By far is he the bigger name. But stateside, you know, Wilder's bigger than AJ stateside. And after he beats Tyson Fury, like, it's a wrap right there. It's a wrap. Y'all better negotiate that fight sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you'll end up paying that motherfucker a lot more money than you originally anticipated. Otherwise, if this shit gets drawn out for like another 2 years, That, like, the fight, if this shit don't happen next 2 years, like in the next year, like honestly, if it doesn't happen next year in 2019, that's not a good look for AJ, man. Like, we want an undisputed champion at heavyweight. Right now, I feel like it's 60-40, but depending upon how Fury Wilder goes, shit, that shit could be 50-50. But let me turn my attention to a certain demographic of people who tend to talk shit on behalf of this this guy, Deontay Wilder. Y'all weak as fuck, man. Y'all know everything that I've been saying about Deontay Wilder was right. You know, don't get upset at the facts. Don't get upset about the facts, about his resume, you know, about him and his team making the wrong moves, because they made a lot of bad moves. A lot of bad moves. He could have been unified. He could have been did all of that. You know, you talk about $50 million. Where was that money at when Joseph Parker was the WBO champion? Where was that money at then? Where was that money at for Charles Martin? Why y'all ain't try to unify with Charles Martin? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What was going on? What was up with that? You know, his team didn't even want him to fight Klitschko. Like the shit don't be adding up. It doesn't add up. But I will say this. Him and his team are taking some corrective action. So we'll see how it goes. I don't expect the pay-per-view to do 1 million pay-per-view buys, but if it does, man, you know, Team AJ, they're going to have a problem. They're going to have a big problem. But right now, it's not a 50-50 fight in terms of negotiations. That's just my opinion. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe, or hate the video. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just real talk, you know? I'm out.